The LG 20 years here, and today I'm doing a video about debt collections. So I'm on CBSNews.com here, and I found this article on CBSNews.com here, and it piqued my interest. So I figured I'd do a video about it, and some of you guys might find it helpful, and some of you guys might not like what I'm about to say here. I'm saying y'all guys see the title of this article, and it says here, debt collectors may soon be able to text and email consumers for payment. So if you guys are in debt, if you guys owe money to creditors and all that, so if you guys are in debt for whatever reason, debt collectors may soon be able to harass you even more with new ways through text message and email. Well, they already call you and send letters to your house, and now they'll have two more ways to harass you. So yeah, so let's go check this out and see what it has to say about it, you know. Y'all guys can watch that video right there if you guys want. So it says here, debt collecting is an age-old business, but it may soon receive a 21st century revamp from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau and agency created in the wake of the financial crisis to protect consumers. Proposes new rules for the industry. Among the changes may be whether debt collectors can text and email borrowers as they pursue overdue funds. The idea of debt collectors adding new methods of communication to their arsenal may stir annoyance, of course, if not fear, among some customers. No one does not like to be harassed by debt collectors, even if it's through phone or letter. So now they'll be able to text you and email. So even more ways of annoyance, you know what I'm saying? So not good news for us, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. It says, after all, the debt collection industry isn't exactly beloved among consumers. No one loves debt. No one does not love debt collection. Obviously, no one don't. I don't know who does. With the CFPB reporting 84,500 complaints about debt collection in 2017, making it one of the most complained about financial services. So in 2017, there was a lot of complaints about debt collection to CFPB. So no one does not like debt collection. No one does not like to be harassed. No one does not like to be getting phone calls from debt collectors, letters, and all that shit. But now they might be able to text you and email you in order you hopefully that you'll pay up. But no one's not gonna like that either. So more ways to harass you. So they don't care. They just want your money. They don't care. So yeah, let's go. There's some more. It says debt collection is a big business in the U.S. A $10.9 billion industry that employs almost 120,000 workers who help track down overdue payments. Wow. Since the financial crisis, American consumers have taken on more debt, and some delinquencies, such as for auto loans, have been increasing. Against this backdrop is a CFPB that critics say has lost its appetite for going after financial abuses by corporations under the Trump administration appointees who favor regulation. It says that debt collection is a big business in the U.S. And that's not what we want to hear, but it is what it is. They employ almost 120,000 workers to help track down overdue payments. So it says here, Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. Some consumer advocacies say they worry updated rules for debt collectors may lead to any unwelcome flurries of text, emails, and calls to consumers who owe money. Obviously no one doesn't like to get phone calls from debt collectors, letters, and possibly text messages and email. No one does not like to be harassed by debt collectors. No one does. And I'll say that some consumer, some consumer groups worry about the updated rules of debt collection may lead to an unlocking of harassment of text messages, emails, phone calls, and stuff like that. It's basically just more harassment on them, so they don't care. Here's a quote from Linda June, and she's the senior policy counsel at American School Financial Relief, which is a nonprofit group formed after the financial crisis to advocate for the Wall Street regulation. And she says, quote, "I'm really terrified the rule will say, quote, now you have to contact me 10 times a day. Every debt collector will max out. They might call you more than 10 times a day. They might text you many times a day, email you constantly, call you constantly. So they will harass you till they get their money. You guys know how they work. They don't care about you. All they want is your money. So they'll do whatever they can to get your money." It says, for its part, the CFPB argues that the law that oversees debt collections, the Fair Debt Collecting Practices Act, is long overdue for an update. The law was passed in 1977. Wow, it was almost 42 years ago, something like that. 42 years ago. So it was 14 years before I was born. I was born in 91. That law was passed in 1977. And the law has not been updated since to reflect new technologies like email and texting, which everyone emails and texts now. So they're trying to implement that so debt collectors can harass you even more ways than calling and sending letters to your house. Here's a quote from Kathleen Kraninger. I guess that's how you say her name. I'm probably pronouncing her name wrong. But anyway, she says, quote, "This was the same year that Steve Jobs introduced the world to the idea of a personal computer with the design of the Apple II." You guys remember that from 1977? I don't remember that because I was not alive then. If you guys are old enough to remember, that's awesome, And it says phone booths were on almost every corner, and cell phones were not even imaginable in 1977. So debt collectors just acknowledge via text or email, basically just harassment via text, email, phone call, letter, all that shit. Just basically just harassment. On the day one is your money, and they will harass you to get it. So it says right now debt collectors don't typically rely on texting or email to reach customers because the law is unclear, said Martin Lee, the CEO of the Association of Credit and Collections Professionals, the trade group for the debt collection industry. Then he goes on to say, quote, "It's not illegal, but it's fraught with a lot of potential pitfalls," quote. Then he goes on to say the rules are unclear because there just aren't any, quote. "Permitting texting and emailing may improve the consumer's experience with debt collectors. I doubt that shit. Consumers will have more control over how they are contacted. Adding debt collectors could send a nudge via text or email to repay a bill." Then he goes on to say, quote, debt collectors aren't looking to deluge customers with communications," end quote. But there's another reason why the debt collection industry is pushing for a regulatory green light to text and email. Smartphone addicted millennials are more likely to text than answer or place a call. Then the need goes on to say, quote, "Phone communication is going to be less and less prevalent," quote, "as younger generation comes of age. And then he goes on to add and say, while they may not be dancing in the streets because they are getting contacted by debt collectors, their credit is at stake, of course. So if you guys are in debt, your credit is being impacted negatively. So what do you guys think about this shit? What do you guys think about the potential that debt collectors can email you and text you to pay to hopefully that you'll pay what you owe? They already harass you through phone. They already harass you through phone calls and letters to your house. So now they might be able to text you and email you to harass you even there as well. So what do you guys think about this? I know that no one's not going to like this. Nobody's not like debt collectors. No one does not like debt collectors calling their phone, sending them letters, possibly texting them and emailing them. I don't know where to get the information from. I guess from the original creditor, I guess. So if you enter like Verizon money, they will get your information from Verizon. They'll sell their account as a charge off. They'll sell it to the highest bidder for like pennies on the dollar and shit. So that's shit's kind of crazy. It's fucking crazy. So if you guys are in debt, pay off your debts. If you guys are in debt, which sucks to you are, you can be in debt for a lot of things like credit cards, cell phones, student loans, which those can take forever to pay off. If you're in debt, whatever you're in debt for, which you're up on your credit report, and that will affect your credit. So if you guys have student loans, they'll be on there for forever. So y'all guys can be in debt for a lot of things. Like I said, credit card, cell phones, hospital bills, doctor bills, stuff like that. Collection account, student loans. Someone uses your name and opens up a credit card or cell phone in your name. That can also affect your credit as well. So don't let no one use your don't give out your personal information to no one for them to open up an account in your name, like a cell phone, credit card, and all that. Don't do that. So if you guys are in debt, I guess you need to pay your debts and shit like that. So what did you guys think about debt collectors might be able to text you and email you to pay up? And then no one's not gonna like this, of course, because it gives debt collectors more power to harass you. It gives debt collectors more power to harass you, but there's laws against that. So it is what it is, guys. So what do you guys think about this? Are you guys in debt? If you guys are, let me know. I'm curious. What do you guys owe in debt? What is making you in debt? Is it in cell phone, credit card, whatever? Collection account, hospital bills, whatever? How much money do you owe? Just curious about the, what I'm saying. If you guys want to share it, that's fine. If you guys don't, that's fine too. It's up to you. If you guys want to share that information, just tell me how much you owe if you guys want to do that. I'm just curious, because being in debt sucks ass and everyone knows it. Being in debt, it's not cool, it's not fun, it's scary, and it has a negative impact on your credit. If you guys are in debt, you guys will have a hard time getting a car, a house, or whatever, a boat, a job, and shit like that. A cell phone, or anything. If you guys are in debt and your credit's all fucked up and shit, it will have a negative impact on credit report, and that will have a negative impact on your life and your credit big time. So if you're in debt, pay it off. If you're not in debt, don't get in debt, because it's not fun. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not like to be in debt, but sometimes shit happens. Sometimes people will fall into hard times. It happens to all of us. We're all human. Sometimes you can't make a payment. Shit happens, like I said. But being in debt's not fun. It sucks, and debt collectors start to harass you. So don't let that happen. But now they might have more ways to harass you than calling and sending letters to your house. They might be able to text you and email you, in hoping that you'll pay up and pay your debt. So, but no one's not gonna like this if it does pass. And I'd like to know what you guys think about this shit. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, guys. It lets me out a lot. Peace, rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.